Hello and welcome to another short special episode from the Honest Football Podcast. We're playing our favourite game again, it's Guess the Fine. We're getting quite into these now. So Charlie and myself will continue guessing and Craig's going to read us the list of ridiculous fines. Which league are we today, Craig?
So we are going on with the Spartan South Midlands League. This is going to be the Premier Division and Division 1.
So what, be careful.
So this is a league that I'm close to. Me and Charlie have played in that league before.
Well, what step is this then?
This is step 5 and step 6 of the non-league pyramid.
We're going back up the league.
We're going back up the leagues.
So you're not going to be making any political statements in this one.
No,
so
I have to keep quiet because my club is in that league.
Go for it, right.
So let's start with failure to return correctly completed form.
Ooh. Because they're a bit bigger league, I'm going to go 25.
I'm going to use Beds FA's favourite figure from a previous one, £40.
Well, this has got a range in this one, so it's £20 to £80.
That's a fucking huge range.
Both in the range.
I'll give you that, yeah, no, that's got to be us, surely. Hang on, how do you define that from 20 to 80 quid?
I guess it just said form generally, doesn't it? So then that includes team sheets,
yeah,
and all that stuff.
Right, go on, another one.
Playing an ineligible player.
Right, if the Beds County League were doing it, it'd be 50p and a 3-point deduction.
You've got to buy them a Kit Kat.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to go for 50 quid.
75 and maybe a point.
So it's in the range of £50 to £200.
Okay, so we're doing ranges.
How do you define how important that ineligible player is?
Does he have to score a hat-trick?
If it's like one player...
Or is it a what tier he's playing at for his other club? I don't know, but again, it seems like...
So are all of these ranges, Craig, generally? Would you say all of them?
Yeah, these are all ranges.
Oh, okay, so that makes it a bit more exciting. Right, go for it.
Gives us a chance of getting some points.
Failure to use a board for substitutions in a match.
We had this with the Hellenic League, or Hellenic League, as you two had an argument about. 60 quid.
Yeah, 40.
25 to 100.
I've got to be honest, these are so vague though.
What? If you're missing a board, you're missing the board.
That's what I mean. How can it be like one board is worth 30 quid, the other one's worth 95? How the fuck do you define that?
But next week you came back with one that was electronic. Nice much for a fine for you.
It was all in Japanese characters, but
I don't understand how there can be a range on that. I
agree with that. It's either you've got a board or you don't have a board.
Well, they're only fining you if you don't have a board. And if you haven't got a board, you can't be assessed differently, can you? You haven't got a board, it's the same thing.
How am I supposed to know who's coming on the pitch?
Go on.
Failure to wear a captain's armband.
I mean, is there a range on this before we answer this?
Yeah.
How can you have a range on that? You don't have the armband, it's got to be a standard fine. £50 to £100.
I'm going to say 75 to 250.
£15 to £60.
That's the lowest of any league we've seen, isn't it?
No, I think the Beds County was the same.
But again...
Beds County was 25, I think.
So what...
No, I think that was
what do they do? If they're a bit short on money, do they go closer to the £60 thing? Because, not being rude...
I'm not going to comment. I can't comment.
No, but what I'm saying is, if I ran a team in that league and I forgot the armband and they charged me 30 quid, surely they have to charge everybody else 30 quid for forgetting the armband. Because if you then did it 2 weeks later and they charged you 45, surely you've got a case to argue why is he 30 and I'm 45.
The only thing I'm thinking in ranges is it for Premier League and Division 1? But then, surely you don't need ranges, you just need two numbers.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And let's be brutally honest, like a subs board or a captain's armband, that's not determined by the facilities you've got, whether you're in the Prem or Division 1.
I'd love someone from a club to send in like a fine for £26.50 or something like that. Or £26.79 because it's the Black Friday sales of fine
I just
day.
think that's ridiculous. If you're talking about like the standard of the facilities, I understand the higher the leagues you go, the more you need. An armband is an armband.
It's a yes
no matter what
or no.
league
The same as the board. It's yes, you've got it, or no, you haven't got it. But if you haven't got it, you get the same fine. Carry on, sorry. This is baffling me. How the fuck do you play in this league? Seriously.
Failure to notify details of the match.
100.
It's 75 to 150.
Oh, so I've got its ranges, isn't it? 100 to 250.
£15 to 60.
Again. I suppose that could determine on how many details you don't know.
That's fine. That's fine. That's a grey area. Some of them do not have grey areas. They don't have anything there because they haven't got the object.
Failure to have fax/mobile phone/email.
To be so you're not contactable.
This was quite big in the other one.
We had this before. Because you're not available.
I think this was big in some league.
I'm going to go 150, 200 quid.
I'm going to go 75 to 150.
25 to 100.
Is that per item then? Like,
Well, Well, I presume the fax would be £25 because who uses a fax?
Hey, they're still rife in the NHS.
Oh God! Right, go on, keep going.
Failure to fulfil a fixture.
Oh, probably a tenner based on the others, but no.
No, 250 to 500.
No, 25 to 100.
250 to £1,000.
If you miss one game, I tell you what, you're out of business. Goodbye, non-league football.
Hell.
Jesus.
On a serious note, 250 to £1,000.
I tell you what, you'd be prone. You don't get promoted, wouldn't you?
And if we ever become
in these leagues,
if we have become a big deal, I'd love to get someone on from that league to say, how did you get A, those figures, and B, how did you get that range? Again, it's like you're saying about the armband.
I don't think they'll come on the show.
No, what I'm saying is, it's like you said about the armband. You either play the game or you don't play the game. Surely it's a set fee for that. Like, ridiculous.
Here's my favourite one, as your favourite one right now, is failure to play a full strength side.
Which I know in that league, for example.
I'll tell you one story, right? With my team, which I won't mention.
It's not political though, is it?
No. Last game of the season, first team, that season was done. I think you might play in it. First team was done. The reserves were, I think they needed to survive. The team they were playing against in the reserves were fighting for the title. So what they've done is flip it. So the reserve team played the first team game, and the first team game played the reserve team
Ask
game.
him how the first team got on in the reserve team game.
The first team, the reserves, in that first team game won 2-0. The first team in the reserves game drew 1-1.
And they got relegated. I didn't play in that game, but yeah.
But no fight. I don't think they got fined for that.
Just to flip it on its head, on a serious note, I played for a team a couple of years ago in that league who didn't have an under-18s, didn't have a reserve team. It was just literally a first team. So how do you define what is an under-strength squad when you've taken about 22 players? That's
we
it.
talk about this at this level so much. It's just who you've got available. Generally,
it's like,
well, answer the question. 50 to 200. Oh, I said the answer.
50 to 200.
I've done it again.
It's great mistake. Oh, I tell you what, lads. Next year, 2019, we've got the start of our intro music.
I've done it again. I don't believe it.
Oh, you have to do 2 a year, don't you?
Oh, why not? This is why not.
Right. That's unbelievable, mate. Honestly, I can't believe you done that.
Okay. Late incomplete.
You just want to be the star of the intro, don't you?
I'm always the star. Late incomplete team sheet.
25 to 100.
Yeah.
No, £15 to 60.
That's
Considering the referee just nags you.
should have learnt that by
thing is,
now.
the referees nag you anyway, so you team sheet. So you can't really get fined. Referees nag you. Got your team sheet. Got your team sheet.
Why is there a range for that? Like, it depends how late you are. How late you are, I don't know. Right, go on.
Failure to carry out a pitch inspection.
Oh, we had that in another one a few weeks ago.
You have to do it as a team.
You'd have to have someone from the committee doing it, didn't you? Like,
someone has to do it.
Oh,
so
right.
for the ref
It's organising. It's organising.
Yeah, so you've done early, and you go, okay,
That should
it's good for now, and then the referee might turn late. It might be good for now, but then by later
failure
on...
to do it, 15 to 60.
75 to 250.
Ooh, 25 to £100.
I mean, how does that make sense?
It's genuinely, like, particularly with this league, and we mentioned it with the one you did a few weeks ago, both at the same step ideally, or near enough similar step, is they've just plucked numbers out of thin air.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. It's just complete random guessing of it.
Okay. Failure to return trophy by due date.
Oh, we had this before.
This was in your one.
This was so low, considering that basically you'd stolen the trophy.
I'm going to pick out the favourite, 15 to 60 quid.
No, I'm going to go higher, 100 to 250.
£1,000, here we go.
25 to £100.
Oh, we keep forgetting about that one. We keep forgetting about that range.
Failure to play with official match balls.
Oh, fucking hell. This one gets me every fucking time. I hate this one.
50 to 100.
No, it'll be like 2,500 quid, I reckon.
25 to £100.
You've got one!
But again though, it's exactly the same. You either have the match balls or you don't have the match balls.
Generally with the other leagues, we've been able to guess a few, which means there's at least some consistency somewhere. This league, that's the first one we've got, and we've got to be on, what, 15 guesses now? Like, genuinely.
And I'll give you one.
But it's a sad state, it just proves how random it is.
Oh, man. It makes no sense. Surely it has to be just set fines.
Go on, give us a couple more.
Right, come on. Failure to keep ground in good condition.
This is another fucking this is a bullshit one. I hate this one.
It's so subjective. I'm going to go 25 times.
No, because that was like 150 quid last time, wasn't it, I think?
Yeah, but not in this league, it's random. You've just got to...
250 to £1,000.
100 to £400.
Oh, the one range we didn't go for in the middle. And again, 400.
I mean, how bad has your ground got to be to get a £400 fine?
Don't know.
Like, genuinely, if you've got like
It's that
bits
pesky
hanging
dog
off
again,
or...
I'm telling you.
Okay, failure to give notice of resignation by due date.
Oh, no,
As if you fold, 250 to £1,000, definitely.
125 to 500.
Well, let's go with yours, Charlie, but double it. It's £500 to £2,000
for folding a team.
Yeah, I know it has been team folded this season. It's really
genuinely.
Has it really?
In Division 2, but so that fine.
Oh, okay.
Genuinely, is that not like a month's revenue basically?
Well, I'll be honest,
particularly like Division 1.
If you folded as a club, it's usually because you can't get enough players, which means you're not getting enough money. Where are you going to find £2,000 from? Genuinely, I mean, if you're talking about Craig, especially a Division 2 team, for example.
Yeah.
Where on earth are they going to find £2,000 from? Genuinely.
And presumably theirs would be like a grand maximum.
Yeah.
Still, it's a fourth.
Where are you going to find that from? Well, that Division 2, you don't really pay to watch them because it's like park pitches without lights with just barriers around it. So there's no fucking way.
And again, from the one before, how do you judge the standards of the pitch? But carry on.
Well, like Winslow's the other week. Okay, one more is going to be failure to allow filming at the ground.
Oh, it's
and now I have seen a team refuse.
Yeah, it's Biggleswade, wasn't it?
Yeah, Wembley refused Biggleswade to film.
I'm going to go for the weird one that's come up once more, which is 100 to 400.
Yeah, it could be something like that. I reckon.
No, it's £50 to £100.
Ooh.
So Wembley.
Nice of you to allow Charlie a guess, but
that's the first time that range has come up.
That's a very narrow range compared to all the
I
others.
know, yeah.
It must have been written the most modern one because it's got modern technology.
That's true, actually.
Genuinely, the rest are archaic.
I've got to say, Craig, like, just before we finish off, for two reasons that is a fucking joke, that league. Firstly, the fact they've got such a wide range. Like, 250 quid to £1,000.
And I know they're going to say no, but can we appeal for someone from the Spartan League to come on?
Yeah, please, because honestly, I would love to know, A, how they got that range.
We won't grill you, we just want to know.
Yeah, and B, how do they determine the yes or no fines as being arranged? Like we said, like no captain's armband or not using the correct footballs. That's either or the subs board. You've either got it or you haven't. How can you have a range of fines for that? Because surely whatever you fine one club, you have to fine all of them for the same offence.
Oh, well, we can turn that into a midweek rant, so you can't win.
That is true. And that is it for today's episode. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and you can tweet us at HonestFootball3.